Alright guys, so in this video we are going to talk about this topic, strategies for 2025 exam preparation. So you might have appeared 2024 prelims and you might not have cleared the exam, those who are watching, or maybe you are going to give the prelims for the first time in 2025. So for both of them it is actually relevant whatever we are going to discuss, but I'm mostly focusing on those who couldn't clear 2024 exam. Okay, so let's get into the topic, let's get into the video. See, as this is the point that I want to tell you, it's okay to fail, but how strong you are and how can you come back is very important. What I'll do is I'll show you one of my photo here. It is just 3 months back. Okay, so there's a photo that I've taken 3 months back when I was going through a chemo treatment, and then you can look at me now. I came back stronger. So if I can do that from that situation, 2024 prelims exam, that's not a big deal. You can come back even more stronger. Okay, so just remember, every setback is an opportunity to grow, and you can take the challenges, get more stronger, come back more stronger. In case if you have not cleared the prelims, okay, so next after that you might not have cleared the mains, but still if you write the mains, there are advantages because you are in the cycle for a long period of time. Now here you might be thinking that prelims is not cleared, so may get demotivated. That's actually not required. Come back very strong. Next year altogether you may clear if you prepare it very well, if you understand what went wrong, and if you focus on your prelims, okay, that areas where you went wrong, and also if you align your preparation with the mains and interview during this phase, and if you focus more on prelims from 25 Jan, Feb onwards, you're going to clear next year, not only prelims, mains, interview and everything, and in one go, you can achieve your goal. Okay. So I just added some quotes to give you some motivation. That's it. And okay, so let's start with what all things we need to do. We need to start with a self-assessment, honest evaluation of yourself. So understand the importance of honest evaluation, because you only know what went wrong, or you need to talk to your mentor if you have a mentor, and having a mentor is very important when it comes to preparation like this, where you are going through a lot of emotional cycle over a period of time. It's not that tomorrow is an exam, you prepare for today like university exam. No, that's not the case. It's a cycle. You're going through a lot of process, and emotional phase is also there in that. Okay, so you have to have a mentor with whom you can communicate and properly evaluate yourself where went wrong and other things. Have an idea about that. That's very important. And you have to focus on this area, time management, understanding of subject, and you need to handle the exam pressure properly. That's where you need a mentor again. It can be a friend can be a good mentor. It is not necessary that that person have cleared the exam, or that person completely into this and he can take, everything up, talk about everything about this exam. That's not the case. You need to have a mentor who can, support you. Okay, time management, this is something which you can plan. You need to create a proper timetable, subject wise, what all areas that you need to cover, what all areas that you need to revise, where it went wrong, what's your weak area, what's your strong area. You need to have a proper plan, and you need to have good understanding on the subject. Okay, so if you see, there are certain subjects which are overlapping in prelims and mains. Let's say history is very important for prelims and mains. Okay, and then geography, which is again very important for prelims and mains. And what? Polity, which is important for prelims and mains. History, geography, polity, economy. If you are strong in this, then these are the core subjects. Apart from this, you will be adding ecology, okay, and then science and technology also. This you need to have complete control over. Okay, so if you couldn't complete the exam in time, what you need to do? The problem is with the management of time. So for that, what you will be doing? You will be taking the mocks. It's not necessary that you will be taking a mocks where exactly 100 questions are there. Initially, when you start analyzing yourself, you can even take, let's say you take polity, take 20 questions, see if you can solve in 20 minutes and see what went wrong and other things. That should be the approach for, time management. Okay. So we need to have an action plan also. Okay, so this is exactly what I have discussed. You need to keep a daily schedule for these core subjects which I have discussed: polity, economy, geography, science and technology, and history. So you need to have a proper schedule. Like you give, like if you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, like this. Okay, so you divide equally the core subjects, like you may be giving 1 hour or 2 hours for each subject, but one of the day you should be focusing more on that day, should be connected with one of the subject. Let's say I'm going to focus more on polity on this day, so you'll be spending something like 3 to 4 hours. Here what you will be doing is like what exercise I told you. Let's say 20 questions you're going to take, and you are going to spend 20 minutes exactly fixed to that time, and you will be solving 20 MCQs, okay? And you will be analyzing what went wrong in that, how many questions went wrong, what's your accuracy. So after each test, you should be knowing what is your accuracy level, okay? So let's say if you are getting something like 60% accuracy, or if you are getting 70% accuracy, if you can understand what accuracy level you're getting, it is very good after some time to strategize your way of taking the exam. See, if your accuracy is let's say 50 or 60, then we need to take more attempts. If you are going to get an accuracy level of 70 to 80, we can reduce the number of attempts and trying to improve the accuracy. So this is something which is very important. After every, start with 20 questions, gradually increase to 30, 40, 50, 60, like that. And then from Feb onwards, what we will be doing? We will be doing the comprehensive test only. Feb onwards till May, we will be doing only comprehensive test with 100 questions, and we will be analyzing again, and we will be seeing the accuracy level at that point of time also. Now here, when I say Monday, you should focus on polity. It's not only this 20 prelims question, it's not only the analysis of prelims question. Along with this, you should be taking at least 2 to 3 questions from mains in polity, and you're going to spend another 20 to 25 minutes on this, or 20 minutes again, 2 to 3 questions, and trying to write that question in 150 words. So to write in 150 words, what you don't want to focus exactly this time for one particular question. Overall, you give 20 minutes. Okay, on an average, you can take, let's say, 6 minutes per question. So that means 18 minutes. But you take 20 minutes for 3 questions, write that, give it to your mentor or a teacher in which academy you're studying, and get it evaluated and see what went wrong and what's your structuring and everything. So this need to be done on this particular day. And next day, you are again doing the same thing with history, and again geography, doing it with economy. Like that, you will be getting stronger in that core subjects. And you are keeping it very clear that 3 to 4 hours I'm going to spend. That means 2 hours, which is something which I am regularly spending on this core subjects. Here on Monday also, I am taking 2 hours for history, geography, polity, economy, other subjects as well. But extra 2 hours for getting this 20 prelims questions and taking this 3 mains questions, analysis, and knowing your accuracy level, your capability to remember things, your capability to solve the objective questions, okay, your quality to eliminate questions. Most of the questions you'll be solving by using elimination, okay. So and this is what I mean. You keep a sheet to track improvements weekly. So you need to have that performance sheet. So how much is your accuracy? Let's say when you're starting, it can be even 30% accuracy. Let's say out of 20 questions, if you're solving all and you're getting 6 correct, that means what? 30% accuracy. Okay, if you're attempting all, let's say if you're attempting 15 questions and getting 5 question correct, which means 33.3 accuracy. Okay, so you need to know that accuracy level, and you need to have a Google sheet or whatever is convenient to you, and keep improving that performance sheet. You should keep improving, and at one point of time you should reach to a level where you get a 70% accuracy when you're solving MCQs. This is where you can ensure that you're going to clear the prelims. Okay, so next one. Yeah, this is about the core subjects again. So you need to see the challenging subjects. To my opinion, the most challenging subject is actually science and technology. Though the general science topic is there in prelims, The questions coming from mostly science and technology, the current related aspects. So science and technology is very important for prelims as well. Not only that, when you go to the interview also, the recent developments, they'll ask you from science and technology. So you need to have very good idea about this. Core concepts like national income, GDP, GNP, all these, you need to have a very good understanding, okay, and strong foundation. So this is the triangle. Clarity for this, you can have a membership in a library where you can get your peer group and you can have discussions, and with that you can get the clarity of a topic. Let's say if you want to learn about Agni 4 missile test is done. So if you need to have a good understanding, you can have a debate or discussion among your friends, spend another 10 minutes for that. So you will be focusing on this discussion on this 10 minutes. So that topic is done, because let's say 5-6 people are coming with 5-6 points, and it will be there in your mind all the time. What's the difference between Agni 4, Agni 5? Okay, so that the chances of forgetting that is very less. So study group is very important. Don't keep it, yourself isolated, because that will affect your psychology also. You need to always get connected. That social aspect is very important during preparation. It's not that you need to be isolated, sitting in your home, don't even go out for marriages or any functions and only study. No, that won't work. Okay, social aspect, social dimension is very important. Otherwise, it will psychologically also, it can affect you very badly. Having a good friend circle is very important. Having very good mentor is also very important. Both of them are going to help you in tough situations. As I told you, it's a cycle where you're going to see a lot of challenges. Even after your first mock test itself, you'll get demotivated. So that time, your mentor, your friends are going to support you, and they are going to take you from that low level. I told you, when you start see, if you are a fresher, or even if you have given the prelims and you are again coming back and preparing, when you start again, the accuracy level will be 30%. If you are getting more, then it will be better. You need to improve from that. And the moment you are going to take the prelims, at that time you need to ensure that you have an accuracy of 75 to 80%. If you have an accuracy of 75 to 80%, it's very good. That means you need to attempt hardly 60 to 65 questions, and then you're done. Okay, so that's what we are focusing on. Visual aids and video lectures, use the YouTube. Okay, so if you have any doubt on any particular topic, let's say you got a news, nowadays it's not necessary that you need to read the newspapers and spend all your time in reading the newspaper. Just go through the Hindu news analysis and then it's done. Either you can go daily news analysis, spend 1 hour. So the advantage is you will be very focused and you are not going to waste time. When you are reading newspaper, what is actually happening? You're going to take each and every article, you're trying to write down the notes, and you're going to spend a lot of time. I know many of my mentees are reading newspaper, taking 3 to 4 hours, and the entire day is gone just by reading newspaper. That's actually not required. Spend 1 hour judiciously, wisely, and smartly. Okay? Or what you can do is, end of the week, just go through the newspaper, read the important headings, and go through the editorial. If the news is very important, it will be covered in the editorial. Okay? And then weekly, go for the roundup. Any one video you focus wherever you're comfortable, or get the current affairs materials consolidated, compiled, and it's done. Right? So make it smart rather than wasting 3 to 4 hours daily on just newspaper. It won't work. That's not the way. That's called hard work only. We need smart work. Okay? So make use of the videos. So for example, if you're not able to understand any topic, let's say La Nina. When I used to prepare, I had a lot of confusions and other things with respect to this. But at that time, the kind of videos and all not available. But when you just Google it or YouTube it, you're going to get it. That visual analysis itself will make you very clear. Okay? And regular revision, of course. This is very important, guys, because the syllabus is vast. And see, when we used to prepare, there is a strategy. When it comes to optional, read one book many times. Keep revising and trying to remember things. But when it comes to GS, read many books one time, trying to gather all the informations. But it's very difficult to remember. Even in that case also, revision is very important. Consistency is the key. Do the same. That's what I told you. You need to make a schedule. Core subjects every day should be there See, when we are looking for, bodybuilding or whatever, you have certain things, macronutrients, micronutrients, fats and proteins, carbs and everything, right? Everything should be there every day. These are the core things which is required for the body. Same way, you have certain core subjects. Every subjects need to be studied and read every day, and per day, some days we will give weightage to something. So even I also do the same cycle. I do take more carbs on certain day. I do take protein more excessively on certain day. I take fat more on certain days. Okay, like that. So that way also you need to plan your preparation. That's what I told you. Monday you spend that 4 hours on this particular subject, 2 hours on other subjects. Or based on your convenience and the time availability, you can strategize and plan. Okay, but what you need is every subjects every day consistently focused, and one subject more attention on that particular day. So when it comes to Monday, it is connected with polity. When it comes to for me, okay, you may be taking Monday, it's economics, something like that. Okay, so regular revision, guys, it's very important, whether it is optional especially, and GS also. History, otherwise how can you remember? It's very difficult. They're asking you minute questions also these days. So history, revision, regular revision, geography also. Every subject for that matter. Okay. So yeah, that's what. Ancient history, the days are mentioned here, right? Like let's say history on Monday, geography on Tuesday, economy on Wednesday, like that. Polity on Friday, plan accordingly. Yeah, you can use certain tools. A lot of AI based tools are also available. Okay, and use videos, internet judiciously, so that things the effort you can reduce. Okay, use AI also for that. Okay, then. Yeah, this is again structured revision. What you need to do is you need to keep a weekly goal and you need to keep a monthly goal. So for example, weekly, when we are focusing on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, these subjects, weekly I know from polity this much area need to be covered, and next week whatever I have covered, I'll be taking a test of 20 questions on that particular day, which I told you, where I give emphasis on polity. Similarly, monthly I'm going to cover this much area, and monthly again I'm going to take a test. So you keep having smaller goals, weekly goals, consistently you are performing. Monthly also you are doing the same. Okay. Yeah, this is another technique which is used by many of my mentees. Actually, there is a saying that a human can concentrate 20 minutes in a good way, or not more than 20 minutes you can concentrate, like that. So what you can do is 20-25 minutes in a stretch you study. This is what I do whenever I do any activity. So when you are studying, what you can do, 20 minutes and then take a nap, come back, and again 20 minutes, okay, another nap and come back, so that you will be refreshed. So this is something which you can use. Mock test is very important. So that's what I told you. Every week you should have mock test. Every day you should have mock test. Every month you have a mock test. And from Jan, Feb onwards, we'll be having only comprehensive mock test, where you are solving 100 questions in exam environment for 2 hours. Okay. So that's what I mean by time limits. This is the one which I have told you. Test your ability to finish 20 questions in 20 minutes. Same thing is what we have already discussed, right? Analyze your mistake after every test. What went wrong? What was correct? Now, the answers you made it correct, that also you need to analyze. Whether it became correct based on your analysis, your observation, or it became correct based on your luck also. If it is luck, then it will affect your accuracy. Okay. And whenever you are taking a 50-50 chance questions, you should be taking 50-50 chance questions also when it comes to this exam. Okay. You should not miss. But if you have 50-50 possibility, you will be taking it. If you have a lesser probability, you won't be taking it. The reason is, let's say if you have 10 questions, okay, assume that 50-50 is a possibility. So you will be getting 5 correct and 5 wrong. This is what probability, I'm talking about probability. So for 5 correct questions, you will be getting 10 marks, right? And for 5 wrong questions, you will be losing around 3.3 marks. So still you will be left with around 6.6 mark approximately. So that's the reason. Now if it is 20 questions, now remember, more the questions, better the chances that probability will work. Don't take only one question and solve if it is 50-50. If you are attempting that, if you are following that strategy, use it for all the 20 questions or 10 questions. More the number of questions, more the chances that the probability rule will work out. You toss a coin, chances of getting head and tail, it's 50%. But I cannot say that first attempt you'll be getting exactly head. Second attempt, exactly head. It can be tail for first 5 times also. So there is a possibility your first 5 answer can also go wrong. But overall, let's say if you're solving 20 questions, or when you toss 100 times a coin, chances of getting 50-50 is very less, very high, very high. More the sample size, better will be the rule of probability you can apply. So don't use this for 1 question or 2 questions. If you are doing it, do it for all questions. And if it's not your day, all can go wrong also, because it's a 50% probability. Okay. So wherever you are weak, let's say you are weak in current affairs, then focus on that. If you are weak in economy related questions, focus more on that, like that. Okay. Now, mastering current affairs. See, mastering current affairs is again very important. The issues which is having national and international importance, directly there in your prelims, and current affairs based questions only they will ask you in mains as well. So international relation, okay, governance. I've done recently a video on this, okay, and then various policies, governance, all news. Newspapers, these 2 newspapers you can focus, Hindu and Indian Express. Just go through the headings and go through the editorial. If the news is important, it will be covered in the editorial with perspectives and take down notes. And then what you can do, current affairs, monthly or weekly update videos, or just watch any one video. You don't want to watch every 10 institute video of the same day, that again wasting time. Instead, you can spend another 3 or 4 hours. That's not required, follow anyone. I'll be doing that from next week onwards. Okay, in a very good way that is going to save your time. I'll be doing this. So magazines, monthly magazines like Yojana Kurukshetra. Yeah, use apps like Insights for current affairs. Again, this is very important, guys. You need to balance the prelims and mains preparation. So whenever we start preparation, we focus on mains and prelims together. For example, polity, governance, both are there in prelims and mains. So there is no need to separate it. That's what I told you. That day that you're going to dedicate, especially for one subject, you're not only going to solve that 20 MCQ giving 20 minutes, you're also going to do 3 questions from mains by giving 20 minutes. So here you are spending 20 minutes for prelims, and you are again spending another 1 hour maybe for analysis of what all things you, here it may not require that much time because it is objective in nature. This you can self-evaluate, you can get evaluated from your friend, or you can get it evaluated from your mentor or the teacher, and then see what went wrong. All right. So prelims and mains need to be to history. It is there, Indian history, world history. History is there in prelims and mains. So there is no need to separate it. Geography also, economy also, even science and technology also. Ethics, you can keep it towards the end. Okay, internal security, maybe you can keep it towards the end. Disaster management, maybe towards the end you can do. But otherwise, everything is integrated. Daily schedule, see, the same thing which I have discussed already. We need to have a daily schedule, break down the topic that you're going to cover it, weekly schedule, break down the area that you need to cover it in that week, monthly schedule, what you're going to cover in that particular month. So what we need is a daily strategy, a monthly strategy, and also a weekly strategy. Okay, and break it down. You have a syllabus with you, break it down and cover it. Do you think it need 1 year to complete that syllabus? No. Rest is based on your writing skills and analytical ability and everything. Okay. So you can break it into 60 minutes or 2 hours. Even in that, okay, for one subject, as I told you, 2 hours, polity. Even in that, let's say you go for 25 minutes and take a 5-minute break. So that's your 30 minutes. Again, another 25 minutes and 5 minutes break. That you'll take a nap. That's how you will be doing it. So that give you more energy. Okay. And dedicated days. Again, we discussed the same thing already. Monday for a particular subject where you're going to solve. See, every subject you will be studying every day. That is different. But for one subject, you are spending one day extra time for solving that. Let's say when you're starting with 20 questions, can increase to 25 questions, 30 questions, 40 questions. And later at a point, you will be solving comprehensive. Every day you will be solving. Okay. Time allocation for revision, mock test, general reading, and for your other activities also. Consistency is the key. You need to stay consistent, motivated also. Yeah, some of small efforts repeated day in, day out consistently. We need to have daily goal, break down the subject, weekly goal, break down the subject, monthly goal, break down the subject and cover it. Make sure that you do that. So consistency, discipline is very important. And visualize, this is like motivational aspect only. Visualize your success. And I'm not a motivational speaker to do good in this. You can take breaks that we have already discussed. Yeah, high yielding topics. High yield topics means there are certain areas from which you get repeated questions. Okay, identify that topics and do not leave anything from that particular topic. That could be from your optional, that can be from your GS also. For example, when you look at history, there are certain areas like non-cooperation movement or civil disobedience movement or any particular area from which they are asking regular questions. Regular means at least 2 times in 5 years. If they are revisiting that area, then focus more on that. Okay. So prioritize subject with repetitive pattern. Yeah, I have taken this example only. Polity, you get a lot of repeated questions. Initially, you focus more on the higher probability area from which you will come down. That's what I told you. You can even keep ethics, disaster management, and internal security areas towards the end for mains. Okay, not required for prelims. This is again very important, guys. For this, if you need to know which area to prioritize, which area not to prioritize, either you need to have a very good mentor who have a very good idea about all these, and he should be telling you these are the areas. Look at this. These are the questions which have been asked, and you don't have time to analyze in all these areas. So he should be in a position to tell you focus on this, or you are weak in this area. This area need to be covered. Okay, so you need to have it's very easy. Go to internet, get the last 10-year paper, see the questions which are asked, see the areas from they are asking, break it down. If there are repeated areas, give importance to that. Okay. Yeah, visual aids. Yeah, toppers advice. You can see that can be for not only motivational purpose. You watch the toppers interview, that will be a motivational aspect also, but at the same time you'll get the resources, you'll get to know their strategy. It's not that their strategy will work out for you. You need to understand the syllabus and the pattern, and then you need to find your own strategy. That's the key. That's very important, and that becomes the next strategy. Okay, so join the coaching institute, because this is going to save time wherever you are. It's not that I'm not asking you to join my course, I'm not asking you to take my mentorship. It may be costly, but you can look at any alternative, because that is going to save your time. Mentor will help you in emotional aspect and your exam aspect also. Coaching institutes will help you. See, many will tell that it's not actually required, everything is there in the internet, but who's going to consolidate it for you? If you are going to do that, it is going to take a lot of time for you. But you're spending something and getting it done with the expert advice, it's done. You're going to save time. Okay? Study circles, whether it is online, join the groups and have the discussion if you have that tendency that you don't like to mingle with people. But I've seen many who cannot directly get connected with people, and talk among them. They are very good and active when it comes to online platforms and groups. So if you are not having a direct friend circle or study circle, you can create that online also. Have the discussion. Okay. Get to have a mentor. That is very important. Whether it is answer writing, not for prelims. When it comes to mains, you cannot evaluate your answer. Your friend also cannot do that. To an extent, initially you can do, but at least when you clear the prelims, you need to have a mentor for answer writing. Okay, online platforms, whatever you are comfortable. Webinars you can attend. That is towards the end, mock interview. And failure in 2024 should be a learning experience. First, today, after watching this video, you might have done this already. Take the question paper, see what went wrong, and whether you attempted wrongly the question which you know. Okay, then there is some problem. So you need to be in a position to correct it. Talk to your mentor, understand your problem, strategy. See, you first understand the problem, then only the solution come. It's not that what I have discussed certain solutions, but what need to be applied to you depends on your problem, your weakness. So you are the one who can understand that. Okay, understand that and apply that. Apply the solutions that we discussed and get it done for the next year. Okay. So guys, again I repeat, discipline, high level of motivation, consistency, persistence, all these are important when it comes to this exam. It demands a lot of, it's a cycle. So you have to go through a cycle, maybe not for 2 years, maybe 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. So that persistence and that motivation should be there. Okay. So you need to find a mentor forever. If it's not working, then only you need to think about changing. Otherwise, stick to a mentor, stick to a coach, get it done. These are some motivational sentence. Okay, just read it. Recommended books. There is no point in me recommending the books as I'm taking this session mostly for those who have already attempted exam, right? So for history, Bipin Chandra, or if you are mostly focused on prelims, Spectrum will also do. And for polity, which one you will be focusing on? Lakshmi Kandurli. Okay. Economy, again, basically economic survey, or you can follow Ramesh Singh, TMH. Okay. Or newspapers. And then history, geography, it's all about NCRTs. When it comes to ecology, either go with Shankar IAS material or ICSE 9th and 10th textbooks you can go with. Science, again 10th standard NCRT you can go with. Science and technology, it's about the current affairs, so the newspapers and the current affair materials. So you need to have, this, so I'm not spending much time on this particular area. Yeah, again, you need to I told you, right, you're going to take questions every day, every week, every month, right? So for that, you need to get the MCQs. From where you'll be getting it? Get it from the apps where they provide the MCQs. Okay? Websites, YouTube, quizzes. We discussed already, so leaving this. This is again very important. Mentorship part is very important. Get a mentor who can guide you through this path and help you to achieve your goal. So that's it about this particular session. I wish you all the best, and any doubts or anything you want to discuss with me, what you can do is you can get in touch with us. This is the contact number. Okay. And if you like the contents in the channel, you can consider subscribing the channel also. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much. See you.